Okay,
You got it right. And you listen, you got it right. Like, it's crazy because a lot of people don't even get that right, but you got it right.
I was going to say Satterthwaithe, okay, but it's Satterthwaithe, so the T and the H is silent on the end of your name. Welcome to South Florida. I'm so excited to be doing this. You know I've been running you down for years, right? You know that.
Yeah, I saw your messages. I saw your message. I ain't gonna fraud.
Why would you ignore me?
Honestly, because I was talking to a lot of people, and I'm like, damn, like, they like, you gonna go in there, she probably air you out or throw, I'm just being honest.
Yeah.
Like, she gonna throw major
What's
questions
the rule
at you and all. I'm like, Tasha K, they said she'll get to you. I'm like, what you mean get to me? Like, far as, they just say you raw with your question. That's what it is.
I'm
There's
very
nothing.
raw. Like,
And that's what's up. That's what I like. Like, if you can't take no raw questions, like, what are you coming up to?
But see, that's the problem. A lot of people come on here with ill intentions, and it's like, listen, I'm fair across the board, right? And so I do get it because there's like this unspoken rule, like when people do interviews, and that's the reason why I don't even announce my interviews no more. It's because people will be like, don't talk to her. She's going to set you with them. It's like half the time when I do interviews, I don't know anything about the person until they sit down and they tell me which direction to go. So I'm like, what the fuck?
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, that's what I said, bro. Honestly, I looked at them and said, man, she's a regular person at the end of the day. She got work. She trying to take care of family. So
that's it. So listen, I think it's my commentary too that scared people.
You know, you definitely get on somebody's ass though.
If they need it.
If they need it. Let's say that.
If they need it. Well, listen, I'm not here to get in your ass. We're just here to get to know you. That's all. Okay.
Facts.
And
so
I
appreciate
know
that.
No, anytime. I know you've been you've done a few interviews, but I felt like people didn't like really unwind like who you are and how you grew up and stuff like that. Seriously. And I was just like, you can't find, they're just stuck on the Jay-Z part. And it's like, yes, that's a huge part of it, but it's like, you know, what was your childhood? Like, who's your mama?
And it's crazy that I really appreciate you for even asking this, because you probably the first one that really asked.
Yeah, I want to know what your mama was like. I know she's no longer here. You know what I'm saying? I want to talk about all that. We got tissue in case you you cry, because I saw
that's my homie. That's my home. That's my mom. That's my heart. That's my heart right there. So everybody, I'm definitely was raised with my mom. She always was there for me. Anything I needed, she drop a dime. Like, you know, she one of them people I say that loved her kids more than her. So it's like one of them things. Whatever we needed, she'll
and see, there's misconceptions out here about your mom. You know, oh, well, what was she doing with Jay-Z? Was she one of Jay-Z hoes? These are just questions, right? Yeah. I'm not making it out. No one knows your mom but you. And, you know, Miss Lily. Yeah. And we'll be talking to Miss Lily, his godmother, who's been raising you, but taking care of you, helping you,
and looking out for me. That's what's
supporting you, fighting with you in the courts.
From day one.
Right, because you guys are still fighting Jay-Z in court right now.
Still fighting.
Right. So listen, welcome to the wine cellar. You drink Riesling?
Yes, I do.
Okay, let's let you taste this bottle. Fresh off the shelf. There you go. Let me know.
She got the fancy glasses.
Yes, of course. We have to. Yes. So this is the Ricas Castle Riesling, actually grown in Romania. So you know it's really cold in Romania. Ooh. And Europe makes some of the best Rieslings. It's got
great taste to it.
Yes. So let me go ahead and let me top off your glass.
That thing got great taste to it.
I'm drinking with it's very
where you hiding that at? Where's you hiding that at? I ain't see that in the...
Listen, very, very clean. I love like European grown Rieslings, especially like French Rieslings or German Rieslings, because they get the sweetest wine because it's cold all the time.
Nothing's better than, you know, a little nice little flavor with your wine. Nice, not too over sweet, but
exactly. Cheers. Next time I'm start having like a fruit platter on here and everything, some chocolate.
Some stuff we get us a snack with.
Spruce up the wine cellar. You feel me?
It's definitely, listen, you got this thing, as I told you, set up. It's nice.
Thank you.
I'm glad you got me up here. Y'all took care of us. Everything we needed. It was great trip.
We pride ourselves on
great
customer
trip.
service.
Great trip.
You know what I'm saying? I worked in customer service a long time, and so if we got any complaints, it's our fault. We're so sorry. How can we fix it? So yeah, we're just like Chick-fil-A.
Seriously, man, I really appreciated that though.
So Rymir, like born and raised, where were you?
North Philadelphia.
North Philly. Oh wow, I don't know why I thought you was from New York.
No.
North Philly.
Whole
life. And you still residing in that area.
Yeah, I'm in that area right now. I had to step out of the city for a little bit, North Philadelphia, and just, you know, spread my wings a little bit. I said I wanted to do different things, working with kids and for the federal and state right now. So it's just like I've been working with the Board of Child Care and just been trying to put myself in the community and help out as much as I can.
So what are you doing with the kids? Like,
basically, I'm a case manager, but basically I work in after-school programs. I help friends out, like they running football programs for the youth and basketball programs for Still in Harrisburg and different areas around PA.
damn.
Yeah.
That's really dope.
Yeah, I'm dedicated. I want to see our future grow. That's what it is.
That's what's up. See, I'm telling you, the internet got some misconceptions out here about you. And you're not even that old. How old are you?
I just hit 30.
Well, happy belated birthday. When's your birthday?
July 13th.
Okay, damn.
Yeah, I've been there for a minute. Yeah.
Okay. So how was it coming up? Like, what was school like for you?
Well, school was, school was school in North Philadelphia. I say it was a great experience for me because I learned from everybody. My older family, as far as my aunts and uncles, they was real raw and uncut. You know, us living in Philly, we got tough love. So it's like, they was really on us about, being in school and following your dreams and just being dedicated to anything you want to do. So they also told us that, the street life is you got to be street smart, also book smart. So they gave us a little bit of everything, told us, watch yourself in the streets, don't do nothing to nobody that you want to be done to you, watch friends, stay away from certain things. So I already had that in my mind from a young age. Then my mom, she did anything she could to keep us fluent. Like she always had a house, always tried to help us even when she wasn't around, and she always would make sure she pop up and find us, look out for us, and anything she could do for us, she was there. So and I really appreciated that from her, because a lot of parents don't even, like, I ain't gonna say that for everybody parents, but a lot of parents now that I'm seeing today just let their kids do whatever, and that's not the way. There's a lot of teenagers having kids, and I'm not pointing the finger at anybody, but them older parents was on us. Like, they installed respect and dignity in our mind. And it's like, a lot of that respect is not out here no more. People don't respect each other. People doing all types of stuff. People don't want to see you go up. So it's like, and I'm not saying that for everybody, but I speak raw. I speak from my heart. I don't come up here with no scripted shit or no shit like that. I want everybody to know I was never, like, far as even with my case, people say, you chasing Jay-Z. I was never, what am I getting from that? 15 minutes of fame, it's more hassle than anything. So it's not, I ain't never get nothing from them. They don't never got no paid interviews. I don't take, like, so it's like all these years we've been doing this, it's been us. It's like,
and he's come after you guys pretty hard financially.
Yes.
Yeah, and we're going to talk about that when we bring Miss Lily in here, your godmother, because she traveled with Rymir down here to support him, because we've been trying to get Rymir on the show for quite some time. And our name ain't the best out here in the streets. You feel me? And so, but I'm glad nevertheless, like, she watches the brand. She's familiar. And, I'm glad that she talked you into coming and stuff like that. And so,
she definitely was supportive.
I really appreciate her for doing that. Let's put the wine down for a second, because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract, because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order, or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine. Paris.
Yes.
You released a video of you and DeJuan Blair in the bed. Angel Love from Basketball Wives, baby daddy.
This was my husband. This was going to be my husband. You would have still had me just like he had her. But you crossed the line with somebody in my house.
He brought somebody in your house?
In my bed. And you're cheating and lying to me, saying that you're out of town and you're 9 minutes down the street.
He brought somebody that was 400 pounds?
A big, thick, chunky guy. I see you have a fetish of chubby people. But damn, 5'8" and 350, almost 400 pounds, that's beyond me. You see me walking here, I don't look like that. You see the class and the sophistication that I have.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Houston, get ready for a New Year's Eve experience that will go down in history. I'm live on stage at the Bayou Event Center, December 31st. Doors open at 8 p.m. and the show starts at 9 p.m., followed by an after party that might shut down the city. And let me take the time to thank our sponsor for this event, Rockstar Wireless. And if you're looking for reliable and affordable wireless service, Rockstar Wireless has plans starting at just $19.99 a month that offers unlimited talk, text, and up to 15 ready to bring in New Year's Eve with me, Tasha K, on stage. Tickets are selling real fast, so reserve your seat now via my website, TashaKOnStage.com, and I can't wait to party with y'all in Houston. So growing up with your mom, like, what was that like? What is your mom's name?
Wanda Satterthwaithe.
Wanda Satterthwaithe. Okay. How many siblings?
She got like 4 sisters, 5 sisters. Aunt Dee, Aunt Thea, Aunt Sheenie, Aunt Holly, and yeah, she got a brother.
Are they all still living?
No, one of her brothers just passed away.
Oh wow, your uncle.
Yeah, my uncle. I think it was 2 years ago, and my mom just passed away 3 years. So it's been a whole lot going on. It's just been like crazy couple years. You had cousins, uncles, moms.
The whole family, because the black family, I'm gonna be honest with you, is dying so much faster at a faster rate. I lost 5 family members in the span of 2 years, and it's like as soon as they hit that 40, 50, 60 mark, it's diabetes, high blood pressure, heart attack, stroke, breast cancer. It's so much stuff going on. So like, you know, to hear that everybody has been,
that's sad.
Passing.
5 in 2.
In 2 years, it was very hard. I'll never forget. My sister got married. It was kind of like a blessing because it was like finally we got some good news, you know, because we lost so many family members. So, you know, I'm sorry that you went through that and your mom
sorry that you
passing.
went through that too.
Thank you. Your mom passing. That's still fresh.
Yeah, it is. Like, you know, I'm still working on it, but I take every day one day at a time and just. Seriously, it just think what she wants. She was a real happy person. Like nobody can make her upset. Like it's just she every day smiles, dancing. You know.
Yeah.
So I miss that. It's not there no more. So, but I take every day and I try to get that to the kids. Like my mom, even when I was mad, be happy. Another day, God let you be here. Right? Don't be upset. That's nothing. For everything. Like it wasn't nothing I could go to her and say. She gonna agree on me being upset or anybody in the family. Like anybody, you can ask anybody in the family but my mom. Like happy, joy, dancing.
How many kids did she have?
She had me and my brother.
Okay. Different fathers?
Yep.
Okay, all right. So how old was she when you were born? Are you the oldest, youngest?
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest, so you were the firstborn. Okay, so how old was she when you were born?
15 going on 16.
15. So she was a young mom.
Yeah.
Okay, did she raise you an entire time, or like me, I was raised by my grandma, my mama, my auntie?
I'm pretty sure she had help from the family, but yeah, we ain't have no foster care or nothing. So yeah, she stuck it out in the family, and they family helped her.
You remember being with her when she was so young, like?
I say probably around when I got to like 3, when I probably can fully start remembering little things like 3, 4, and I really start picking up on things. I'm like my mom, I seen her. Like,
how she look? I don't think we have pictures of her.
It's crazy because, when people say take pictures and it'll last forever and all that, we was never no picture people. It's pictures that we have, but now I wish I took so many more, and videos because it's like only got so much left. Like, I got certain items and all that, but pictures, I don't have a lot of pictures. And I dread
But describe her beauty. I know you
like
can.
My mom was... beautiful. Let me say, she just was her, like naturally beautiful. She ain't do too much of that makeup, Loved to wear her hair out, loved to wear whatever she wanted. If she wanted to wear it, wasn't really into the fashion thing, but she had definitely, if she was comfortable in it, she'd wear it. And she just was a lovely person. Well, you could take her anywhere. You can talk to her about anything. That's what I'm saying. She was like one of a kind because I really don't see that. And people be like, damn, you making this up. Like, the people that know me know how sincere I was about my mom and how still I am. That's why I'm doing this. Like this, even after death, like my mom just installed that in me that if you believe in something right, just fight for it. They don't got nothing to do. This is bigger than me. This case bigger than me. Honestly, when I say my case, because I'm not just fighting for me. It's for anybody that come behind me. They shouldn't have to go through this. Like it should have been taken care of. It should have been over with because if they find somebody on the streets or anybody not even on the streets, just any other regular person that don't have money, I feel like this would have been over with. Would have been taken care of.
And you're grown now, so it's not like you're trying to collect any money.
That's why I said this for years. Like, I'm good. Like, of course, anybody would want more money. Who wouldn't take money? But I'm good where I'm at in life. I got a great job. I'm driving Mercedes-Benz. I'm taking care of myself. taking care of my kids. So it's like,
you got kids?
yeah,
Okay, how old?
I got a newborn son that's 8 months.
Damn. Okay, congratulations.
And I got 2 daughters. actually, 15.
15-year-old. Wow. So you had a baby at 15 too.
Yes.
Okay.
I ain't going for all that. It's just honest. Like, I love my daughters to death, and it's just different now. I get to grow up because when I was a kid, I had a lot of help from the family. Don't get me wrong, but it's now that I'm older and I fully know, what I'm supposed to be doing. Is just I'm glad that I can grow with my kids and actually teach them things and show them things that
you didn't
wasn't
get.
shown. Yeah, so it's like.
Did you have any type of father figure around?
Yeah, I feel like I always like my uncles, my person that was there, that was my father figure, that was there for my little brother. That's my little brother dad, but the person that was there, I had this multiple people. I feel like it take a village to raise a child, so I don't believe it. Never.
So
was
you basically
one
was
father,
raised just like most of us by the whole damn.
Yeah, it's never.
You're going to your auntie house, your mama house, okay.
And I took that all in, and that's how I am today.
Okay. Did you feel coming up like something was missing, even though you had your mom? Like, how you, as a child, you be in school and maybe they have like, I don't know, go to school with your dad day or dads for donuts. Did you notice, like, when did you notice that something was kind of like missing or different about you?
See, I ain't gonna make up nothing. When I was younger, I ain't really look at it. Like, I really looked at, I try to look past it. I see that now, because
like not having a dad?
Yeah, I try to, like, I always, that's like I said, I always had people around me. So even when I didn't have the father figures coming up to the schools and, always there when I needed them to talk or something, it's like, I quote different. Like, I sit there and people say it's bad and talk to myself as far as not on nothing crazy, but sometimes you gotta have that conversation. Like, hey, you can't blame another person and, take all this. So I was kind of tough on myself, but it helped me grow, honestly. And for situations now where I'd be like, hey, I ain't had that when I was young. That don't mean my kids can't have it.
Right.
Or
But most people are essentially damaged when they don't have their fathers or their mothers in their life. And so, for me, like, I'll give an example. Like, I was raised by my stepdad, but I call him my dad. He married my mom when I was 1.
Right.
He's all I know. So when my real dad showed up, it was done so shocking. Like, hey, by the way, this your dad. And it was like, what? Like,
it was crazy. I know that. I know you was.
Who the hell this nigga is? What?
Yo, that was crazy.
If the Winos was at the Atlanta show, my comedy show, he showed up at the end, my real dad. Surprised me, you know what I'm saying? But, like, it was sort of done like, oh, yeah, by the way, she smoked a cigarette.
You ain't know what to
this
say,
your dad. And I had known that I've only had one dad my whole life. So to know that, it was like, what? It was like, I felt like everything that had been told to me was a lie.
Mm-hmm.
So I didn't know, like, if you went through any emotional, like.
Oh, yeah, I felt that, too. I felt like it was a lie, but I didn't really feel it because my mom kind of told me when I was younger, she tried to, like, I guess when I could fully understand. I said it was really like 7. She was installing that, your father not your real father, and she told me who it was, and I didn't fully understand it until I was older, because I didn't know who no Sean Carter was, no Jay-Z, and so I just saw little stuff she showed me of him and little videos when he was first coming out. So I'm like, well, damn, Mom, but as I got older, 9, 10, 11, 12, I'm like, damn, she consistent. She is my mom, and my mom never lied. So I'm like, what is she saying this for? So as I'm growing up, then that made me start looking at, the person that was dead. And I'm like, all right, I'm getting treated a little differently and all that. But I'm not going to look at it like that. So I just started, she was always constant, 12, 13, 14, 15. I'm like, yeah, son, I'm telling you. Like, I'm like, all right, well, Mom, if you let's do something about it.
What did she, like, when she came to you about it, saying, hey, by the way, your brother's dad is not your dad. Jay-Z, Sean Carter is your dad. And did she tell you, and she was showing you videos and stuff about him, like, was she telling you because she truly wanted you to know? And not so.
I believe so at that time. I don't know, because where it came from, it's not like we was like, needing for anything. We was living great. Everything was, we was fine. So, and it just came randomly. Like, my mom used to give me these long stares and just zone out sometimes. And when she told me that day, I still was a kid, and I can't fully remember everything, but I could say it was random. Like, it was nothing. Like, I could have went along with the person that was dead. Like, there's no reason she had to tell me that.
Do you wish she never would have told you sometimes?
No, honestly, I believe because she was so of a person of truth. I believe it was killing her inside to keep it away from me that long.
What did she say? How did the two meet? Like, how did they meet? Did she tell you any of that?
I don't. She said basically, and this in her affidavits, but what she was telling me basically.
Oh, like for the courts and stuff. Cause
yeah, she told them, but she basically told me is just I guess she was out with her friend and went to I don't know if it was a party or a club or they met up and. They met up and did whatever they did, but
So it was a one night stand.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what that's just. But her affidavits, I guess it was more than a one night stand because she had his number and they continued to talk and all that. But I just can't put all that because I wasn't there. I'm not my mom. Only thing I can say is what she told me. But I just believed her because my mom was like for her to just come like she never lied. Like she was not no liar. The family knows so. When she said it, like everybody basically just tried to, the family wanted to help her, but they didn't want her to seem like she was crazy,
What you mean, like crazy?
Like, cause you got people that say stuff all around the world. I guess they ain't, and I don't know if our sisters was fully, and they want her to go out there and go against, I guess, the court systems and Jay-Z and them, but I guess they didn't believe her all the way. Far as how did you sleep with him? Like, it was just basically, and her sister, one of her sisters always knew my mom was like, moving around, far as not moving around, but how she had friends and she'd get outside and move around and do whatever it's teenagers. Okay. When you're younger, same thing I did when I was a teenager. You move around and you do teenager stuff, so.
Because I'm sure, like, in the neighborhood that y'all grew up in, because I know in my neighborhood, like, if somebody got pregnant, we can pinpoint who about the father was. Because you would see who the girls was with or who they, you know what I'm saying?
With child, it was never no other name. Like, I could understand if it was other name, I wouldn't be doing this, I wouldn't be doing none of this. If it was another name, she'd have said any other name or any other person, or the family would have said, we saw your mom with this person, your mom was doing this. She was, I would have, I would have really sat there and I really had this conversation with my mom. Mom, before we go out there and even say any of this, like, listen, you can tell me, Mom, like, honestly, I won't be upset. This is when I was older, before. I'm not gonna be upset with you if you don't know. Tell me, let me know, Mom. It's cool. Like,
right.
If you wrong, you wrong. We find another way. But for her to constantly stay with this person and keep, I'm telling you, son. Like, I won't lie to you. It's nothing. I'm like, well, what am I so in denial for? Like what am I in denial for? Like, what is she? It's nothing she did to me or told me wrong my whole life. So, what am I so? I don't know. And I think that's just what the family was. I don't think you should do that, Wanda. But when she did it, it just showed that she just standing on her word. Like,
because she helped you to, like, she was supporting you in affidavits in court.
Me every day.
And everything, saying that they had met. Now, how old was Jay-Z at the time?
I think like 22.
And they could say, back then, it's kind of like how I guess things went, but 15 and 22, damn.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Now I can kind of see why he's probably not claiming it, because it looks bad on his reputation, because he has a history. Like, if you look at, like, even Beyonce, like, he was in his 30s and Beyonce was barely 19. And then there's the Foxy Brown piece too. People have rumors.
That's crazy.
And Foxy was 15 and he was like in his late 20s and stuff. And so
I don't know what they be doing behind them closed doors, but I can tell you, man. Like, I can't look. I'm only here for the truth. They could have been got this out the way.
Yeah, but for him, because he's such a big brand, for him to say, yeah, I was in my 20s, and because they're rolling shit back years now, like, so for him it's like it's not probably like a good time, but at the end of the day, like, we got to do the right thing.
Yeah,
and it's not like you said you want money or nothing.
Yeah,
like,
I was never after that. That's what I'm saying.
You just wanted.
He could have basically just announced if it was. That's how I just wanted. And it's basically how they did it, the courts, like, you let the courts, you up here screaming Black Lives Matter and all that, you just let these courts and these lawyers just do anything in your name. So it's like the Supreme Courts need to be fixed. these lower courts need to be fixed. It's like it's a game. We going to court and basically they playing games with us because at any given time they can make up a legislation or rule that just throw you out there. You can be telling the truth. You can be in there telling the truth, and these lawyers are good enough to say, "Hey, I'm just going to reverse his truthness and have him drag it along and play games with him." Like I don't want to go to court for 10, 15 years. I don't want to go to court this long. Like people say, I don't want to do half of this shit. Like I mean, I do it because I believe that this is what God wants for me. He lead me down this path. Like I believe my mom wouldn't want me to stop fighting, and we done went through all this shit, and she done passed away, and out of nowhere.
How did she pass?
They say heart attack, and
damn.
I mean, but it's just
it happened really sudden.
Yeah, just like and she had multiple, so it was like
back to back.
Yeah.
So like she had a heart attack, went to the hospital, recovered, had another one. And
that's our first time. My mom started off having couple heart attacks back to back. They let out, and I guess years later, then my mom just got out the hospital, and
how
2
old was
days
she?
later, she was only 45.
I was gonna say that's young.
Yeah. It's young. That's why it just hurt me. Like, number one, point the finger, because I see so many people in the world. You be like, God damn, they took my mom. Like, that was the closest person I was in this world. Like, I could really talk to this lady about anything, and she'd always tell me the right thing. Right? You wrong. If I was wrong about something, she'd let me know, and I won't get mad at her, because the way she do it is never. She ain't here to bite your back off. She ain't about to go talk to the family about you and whisper and none of that shit. It's always direct. Like, right, you wrong. That's not the way you screaming and you. So I understood it, and I can't get. It's like I miss that so much, and I love my mom so much. It's just like she know. I know she feel this in heaven. I'm still fighting. This was never about me. This is way bigger than me. I don't care about no money and none of that. I'm still gonna be great. Still gonna live for me and my kids, but I should be able to go in court and get a fair due process without them playing with my name and everybody, Jay-Z son, and okay, if that's my dad, that's my dad. Like, if you don't want no relationship, I understand that, but don't just have us going to court and acting like you don't know what the fuck is going on.
So if you guys are in court, you were actually able to serve him.
Yeah.
What? So tell me how the lawsuit came about, the paternity suit came about. Like when did you initiate that?
Well, my mom initiated it. She basically, I guess she started in 2011. They threw it out. Then when she came back with my godmom, finally she got sick, and my godmom got custody over me. So my godmom and her went back. And we started it up, and at first, I guess, I'm not a lawyer. They try to use all type of things, res judicata and all type of things to say, hey, whoever was on his birth certificate, that was that was the dad. And that's not how the course works. So we did everything we had to do to, show them that wasn't. My pop, the person I was calling my pop, took the DNA test. It was straight out there. Only other name was Jay-Z. They basically just sawed it and skedaddle. They try to use all this craziness to hold the case up, and I'm like, well, damn, if this was anybody else, I'm like, all right, the first 2 years.
They would have ordered them by now. They do that. Especially, hey, take the test. Hell, in most cases, shit, you can start drawing child support without a goddamn paternity. It makes them want to come do it. Like, but so the fact
that's
that.
That's what I'm saying. I wasn't no lawyer, so, I really ain't fully get into it, and it wasn't ever about bashing him or making him look crazy, but at this point, bro, it's like, they don't even want to get this shit done with. If it was anything, if y'all felt like we was lying, why y'all ain't dismiss the case with prejudice? Why do y'all keep having us come in there and file and pay all this money and keep filing and filing for years? Why, if y'all didn't see anything wrong with the case, why is it not over? Why is it like y'all just keep letting somebody file it again, or do it this way, or do it in this state? And like, come on, like,
I want to know this.
That's why they say I'm chasing. It's not about chasing. It's about disrespect. Everybody should have respect in court. Everybody should get fair due process. Should nobody go in court and get played with? Like, that's all I'm asking for.
And I know I was talking to your godmother, and the winos, y'all are gonna be like floored when you hear financially what Jay-Z's lawyers have done to drain them financially, all by not submitting a DNA test. And what's crazy is that, like, you're not the only baby that I've heard that's out there. There's a woman that he impregnated, I believe, in Trinidad, but he takes care of that child, but that child is never public. We've seen the child, we've seen the model, right? And
I ain't gonna say too much. We actually spoke with her, so I can't say too much on air. But yeah, we actually spoke with her, and she was very I'm gonna say she was helpful.
She was very helpful. Okay.
She just couldn't get involved with none of this.
I got you. You know what would be? You know what could like really seal the deal? If you could somehow get her to allow you to take a DNA test with her daughter.
That would be crazy. I mean,
because if y'all have a match, then there's nothing Jay could run from
at all. So that's definitely it, and that's why I've been looking. Like, I've been out just trying to look for the truth. I mean,
you could do that. You could take and if y'all match as siblings, what is the how is that?
Yeah, how would that be? Because I never met her a day in my life.
Yeah, ask her if she'd be willing to do, because from what I heard about her, she did not let Jay get away with nothing.
She was talking to me. I don't know if you're talking about the same girl I'm talking about, but I'm talking about Lakeisha, the one that's supposed to be his daughter. I was talking to her for years, and suddenly she just like this last year. I can show you the map. I've been trying to reach out to her. It's just been nothing. It's not like it's nothing. Far as, and she reached out to me first. Hey, we could be related, this and all that. And this was like 6 years ago. I didn't know. I had to get to all my messages. But when I finally read it and started talking to her, because we actually been talking. We talked a couple times before. It's like she don't respond to nothing. So
I'm gonna see if I can get her in here. But he was taking care of her.
It's crazy.
Yeah. So you would, and see, here's the thing too. Like, there's so much like at stake, especially when you deal with someone in a position like him, because you would be the firstborn son.
Yeah, I know that's crazy. That's what.
Not the son that they don't show.
She said, "Don't show." Real rap.
I was just trying to figure out how he got 2 daughters at a football game. Where's your son? Right.
Facts.
And so rumors have been swirling around that the son is. There's some issues going on with the son. I can't specifically say, but like they're all over the blogs. And basically you would be the firstborn, fully functioning son.
And to people, I know that's
that you got to understand, that pisses people off. Like you have rights, like, regardless.
That's what I'm saying. That's why I said it's like I don't understand. Like, most people want to know, but I guess just like you say, he's so big and into their brand, and I'm not putting nothing on nobody. But I wouldn't know what he thinking. But I would know if this would be something I want to get out the way. I wouldn't want this to go on for no years and years and years.
And you and Sir have the same ears, same nose. Like, but we don't see Sir. We don't see him. Yeah, because rumors have been floating that, he's not fully functioning and they're trying to get him at 100%. Allegedly. This is just rumors that are all over the internet. And so, to know that, let's just say his wife wasn't able to give him
the kids.
Yeah, that's a hard.
That's crazy. Everybody they look past that. I don't want nobody coming for us after this. But yeah, man, listen.
But it's true.
It's
true. Like it's
true.
Like,
you ain't saying nothing that's wrong.
Think about it. Like
you said all truth.
Well, let's talk about it. Like that's the thing. It's like when it comes to legacy, and he's a billionaire, and you're the wife, and you're a huge brand.
Yeah.
And someone else gave him his first born heir.
And just to think about it, somebody I know that's probably burning a hole through their rugs just thinking about that shit.
Because then you would come in and then you have, like, regardless of whether or not you're older or not, that estate, you can lay claim to that estate.
See? And that's how for this you pin me on, because it's stuff I wasn't even thinking about. Honestly, that's how I show you in my head.
That's why he's fighting so hard, because it's like he doesn't want it to keep being dismissed. He wants to hopefully tire you out, bog you down in legal fees. But like you can, like if he passes away, it ain't enough trust. Crazy. If he passes away, there's not enough trust to keep you from contesting and laying claim to the estate. And you could easily have the court say, I can test one of my siblings and find out. Seriously.
I think we got a new blueprint. Like, listen,
I read
the blueprint. She's giving us the blueprint.
Yeah, white people,
Seriously.
listen, it happens amongst white families all the time, and they're trying to keep that bloodline pure. But you can't when people got a past. See, Beyonce doesn't have a past. He does. And so as someone as big as her, choosing a husband like that, and he has a past that you can't undo kids. You can't undo, like, him allegedly courting young girls that were way younger than him underage. Like, all of this has to come out. And no matter, and it's like you just keep trying to stuff it in. It's going to eventually bust out.
Right.
So, you know, that.
You can't hide from that shit. I mean, that's why I said it's best if you don't want none of this backlash to come for you. You shouldn't have never did it at first. But at the end of the day, you could have got half of these things taken care of, bro.
I think Beyonce was, like, her brand would not hurt at all, but Jay-Z has so much that I feel like he's been trying to, like, hide and kind of sweep under the rug, and it could bounce back and hit her, because really she was pretty much an innocent bystander. She was young when she met him. Like, she was young.
It's all in the timeline. Everybody, if you go back through to look at his timeline, that's all you just gotta look at. Listen to the songs.
And I want to say this too.
Listen to the song.
I'm not even gonna lie. Like, there's certain traits that we pick up. Like, I'll give you an example. My auntie, she used to drive with her shoes off. And I used to get so mad at her. Like, why do you drive with your shoes off? Like, she's the closest aunt. She's my mom's sister. And she raised me. I now drive with my shoes off subconsciously, right? My mom, like, the way that I laugh, the way that I talk, there's just certain things that I have from her that I cannot help or change, right?
It's just there naturally.
Your voice, there's a stutter in your voice. I don't know if people told you.
I heard it before.
It's a, Jay-Z has a jitter when he talks, right? It's like something going on with the voice box where when his voice comes out, there's a jitter. It's like, it sounds like he's like, you know.
I know what you're saying.
You have that. That's very distinct. Like, my sisters and I, we haven't lived together in the same house since we was like, what, 18? We're in our 40s. We laugh the same. So people be like, Josh, you got a weird laugh. Me and my sisters.
I laugh like my sisters.
We laugh, and I hear my sisters laugh. I'm like, yeah, I got a weird laugh. We all have the same laugh. Nobody else has our laugh. It's a very, and my viewers can tell me that I have a very distinct laugh. So, like, I don't think that's just coincidental, because, like, you can't make your voice box stutter.
Yeah,
like, now the pronunciation of your words, but it's not coming from the pronunciation. It's coming from when you get ready to crank a car, right?
Yeah.
It either cranks slowly, or it goes zoom, right?
Yeah, you're right.
Your voice, when you're getting ready to talk, you could tell it's the same way Jay's come out. It's like, and we... You have that same thing without the high pitch. You have a lower pitch voice, but you still have that voice box chatter.
That's crazy. You're telling me some things. I heard it before, but then to hear it from somebody else, it's just...
Especially when you get to talking fast, it gets loud. I don't know if the winos hear it, but it gets it gets like, and that to me, it felt like I was like, because Jay, like, when he talked, and then, just the way you look around, like, because he'll kind of look around when he talks. Not that he's not being dishonest, but it's kind of like he's kind of motioning his thoughts to match his words. And so
because that's how I be feeling. That's why I say when it's raw cut, it's no scripted. That's why I just want to say the right things. I know I talk fast sometimes or talk slow, and I just say what's on my mind. So it's like, you gonna get what you getting at the time, but at least it's coming from the heart. I ain't make this shit up or reverse it.
And I've been running him down, for years. But you guys were in court, so unfortunately
courts and
you
different
couldn't
stuff.
really
I just didn't want to come and say something that have us in more trouble.
I got you.
Drag anything
but
out.
But shit done changed now,
Yeah,
so he
definitely.
fucking with y'all hard. And that's why we have your godmother here that's gonna join us here in just a second. But before we ask her to come in, is there anything you want to say, to your alleged dad? Houston, get ready for a New Year's Eve experience that will go down in history. I'm live on stage at the Bayou Event Center, December 31st. Doors open at 8 p.m. and the show starts at 9 p.m., followed by an after party that might shut down the city. And let me take the time to thank our sponsor for this event, Rockstar Wireless. And if you're looking for reliable and affordable wireless service, Rockstar Wireless has plans starting at just $19.99 a month. That offers unlimited talk, text, and up to 15 gigabytes of high-speed data. Visit rockstarwireless.com now. Hurry up and get your affairs in order and get ready to bring in New Year's Eve with me, Tasha K, on stage. Tickets are selling real fast, so reserve your seat now via my website, TashaKOnStage.com, and I can't wait to party with y'all in Houston. Ronnie. Just want to do like a small introduction.
Yeah,
Just so everybody know who you are. You are the ex of Krishan Rock.
correct.
You were with her for how many years?
About 5 years off and on.
Do you feel that Krishan Jr. is yours?
I feel that there is a possibility.
Oh.
Krishan knows that I'm not just going to let her not be accountable. It's no reason that we were sleeping together and I can't get a paternity test. You slept with me on Blue's birthday.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you shocked to see how on the internet right now with Krishan alleging that Dosecki made her eat her at 7 when she was like 10 or something? I was 7. You made me eat your I remember that too.
I'm not going to speak specifically on their situation because I don't know, but I do know the Malone's family history isn't the most clean cut, so I wouldn't put it past them.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Let's put the wine down for a second because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine.
Honestly, I wouldn't know what to say, but at this point, that we men at the end of the day, it's no hard feelings against you. Don't think somebody come listen. You can, if it's true, it's true. If it's not, you could have been got this shit done with. But the only thing I'm asking is, I don't want no money from you. You know, if you want to have that relationship, if it was true, that's just on you. You know, I'm just showing you that I'm fighting for what I believe in is right, and I want all the kids and everyone that come behind me. If you missing the parents, it's all about. Sometimes that's all you need to know. Your parents says you don't need nothing from them. Close the book. It just helped me, go on with my life and just be straight. It's not like I'm looking for anything, looking for you to bring me up where you at or bring me with your family and all. I still got my own family, but I just want you to be like, just think about it. Like, we could have got this, over with, and through all this shit, I still respect you, even though I might not like you. I respect everybody.
I was gonna say, how do you view him now?
And it's like, and when I say I don't like you, it's not even it's just that I feel like, y'all sit at the top and y'all forgot where y'all came from, and sometimes you got to bring yourself down to the bottom. You can't sit at the top and think all these, I'm rich and all that, and if I go to court, this would affect this, and sometimes you just got to get it over with. If you believe this wasn't true, it would have been over with, And for you to let me just sit here and after all this, my mom passed away, and I'm not saying you physically, but dragging us to court and all that, not taking care of the problem, it's just, you let it happen. So it's like, you could have got this over with. If it wasn't true, we could have, I would apologize. I apologize in front of the world. Hey, it could have been done, but obviously it's something you hide, and I just want you to say, man, have that respect. Have that respect. It's just respect, more respect. I don't hate you. I don't hate nothing you doing. I don't hate your family. I don't hate Beyonce, none of them. It's just, if it's true and if you can fix the problem, fix the problem. That's all I'm asking, because obviously these courts is not going to fix the problem. I don't know if you doing anything
they
with them.
money, shit.
I don't know if I don't know if you sliding somebody a check underneath or y'all, whatever y'all doing, but fix the problem, because I don't want people to view me as I'm crazy or I'm chasing Jay-Z, this 30-year-old ass man chasing. That's not what it is. Like, I love the world. I go camping. I go fishing. I love my kids. I love life. So it's like, disrespect me. I got a lot of shit going on with my brand as far as that's about to be coming up, as far as this new things we trying to try. Like, you know, I'm trying to open programs so I could take the kids out, nature stuff, do different things with them. So it's not like I'm really looking to hurt nobody or
Like,
do
your life
nothing crazy.
has purpose.
Yeah, my life got purpose, and I just, regardless of the case getting finished or not, this could be going on for 20 years. I'm still going to live my life, and I just hope that, you know, hope that if you watching this, man, let's get this over with. Ain't no, I'm not want to talk. This is the most I talk. This is the most I talk. Like, honestly,
you would be the firstborn son, fully functioning son.
And I just ask if anybody gonna support me and support anything we got on. Support us for us.
Yeah. Okay. Listen, we're gonna hold right here. We're gonna bring you back though, but I'm gonna bring in your godmother, okay? Because she's, you know, been at the knee hip with your mom. And she kind of knows she's been in the paint with your mom with this. She's taken a lot of financial hits because of this.
She know all the legal stuff.
Jay-Z and stuff they have been trying to take her home and all of that. And so we're going to bring in Dr. Lily, okay? You can take your wine glass. Here, let me give you some more while you watch it from the control room. Winos, he'll be back, okay? And then we're going to take some questions,
I got to get some of this, too. I don't know what bottle it is.
We got you. Then we're gonna get some questions from the winos as well, so they can ask you some questions too. So
okay, no problem.
I told you. All right. So Dr. Lily. Okay, cool. Thank you. Okay, cool. No problem. All righty. Hey, Dr. Lily. Look, she coming here with her paperwork. She is not playing. Receipts on deck, honey.
Yep. Squeezing here.
Okay, cool.
Get in the most comfortable position.
Yeah.
Okay.
And we're going to get her some fresh. Give me that. I think he opened one of those waters.
Okay, for Rymir.
Yeah.
That
I
one's
think,
price.
did he open both? It looked like it.
This one
Yeah.
is open.
He
This
opened
was open
both.
too.
Yeah, he opened them both.
He didn't know which one was
Yeah,
what.
it's fine. We'll get you some water. You don't want any wine, though.
No.
Okay, cool.
I better not
said,
do that.
"Hell
I better not do that.
To the no. She said, just water and we're good to go. All right, cool. How was that?
He did excellent.
Yeah.
You know, when all this was going on, he was obviously very young.
Yeah.
And some points of it,
Yeah.
we didn't tell him stuff. But at the end of the day, he knows what he knows.
Yeah.
I've lived it with his mother.
Yeah.
So there's some crucial details that I do know. But at the end of the day, it's so much bigger than a baby daddy.
Yeah.
The baby daddy is a big part of it. But it's so much bigger
Okay.
because the system is just broke.
Okay.
Yeah.
Dr. Lily, godmother, how you doing?
I'm
Basically best friend to his mom.
Yeah, she was my goddaughter.
Oh.
So I met her, I was 19 and she was 11 at church. She came to my Sunday school class.
Okay.
And she had been separated from her parents because they had some problems with drugs and things of that nature. And me and her clung to each other. And she looked up at me and said, "Could you be my godmother?" I said, "Yes."
Aww.
And we were inseparable.
Wow.
She was 11, I was 19. So, yeah, me and her went back that far.
What was she like after you guys met? Like,
So the time I met her, she was 11 years old. She was very busy. She liked to keep herself busy, similar to Rymir.
okay.
So she comes into my Sunday school class. She didn't know me, but because she had been separated from her mother and father,
Okay.
I lost my parents when I was young. So we had something in common. So it was something like our spirits were kind of coming together. She came to the Sunday school class and she started handing out papers and helping me out and all this other kind of stuff. And without me even asking her. And it was just a thing where she needed to belong. She needed to connect.
11-year-old would need that, especially
Yeah.
if they don't have parents.
Right.
Yeah.
And her aunt brought her in, but it was something about what was going on in her life at the time.
Okay.
And I think that God was doing a divine connection. Because I promise you, when she started doing this, I said, "Who is this kid?" She's handing out papers to the study school, not being asked to do anything, helping the kids. And then she comes to me at the end and she says, "Can you be my godmother?" Aww. And I looked down at her with her little messy hair and I said, "Yes." What am I going to tell her? No. And we were just inseparable. We locked with each other and was inseparable after that, even though she had moved away later.
Yeah.
But I love me some Wanda Satterthwaithe.
Wow.
That was my godchild. God gave me her. We had something in common. And it was just a beautiful experience for a spiritual relationship in the church to be able to grow up together like that. But yeah, Wanda Satterthwaithe is a beautiful, beautiful.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow. So did she move in with you?
No.
Okay.
She was living with her aunt because her aunt cousin had taken her because her parents having problems with the situations in the community with drugs and things of that nature. So that was her legal guardian. But somewhere in the mix of it, her mom got her back, which happened later, which I didn't see her. By the time I went off to college and all that kind of stuff. So no, she didn't move with me, but we still had contact and we still did things together until she moved away with her mother. Okay. Now her mother had some problems with drugs and things like that, but the court allowed her mother to get her back, and I don't know all the details. Yeah, it was a lot of drama, and then I didn't see her for a long time.
Okay.
And then I went off to college, did all my things that you do in life, and somewhere in the mix there, God spoke to me. He never said her name. He said, "Find her." And I knew it was her. He showed me her face. And then I went on this rant rage trying to find her and went back to her aunt and all that kind of stuff. Because by then I had been out of college. I was traveling from work. There was a lot of things going on because she was always in my heart.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, I didn't know where she was because her aunt, because of the family drama, wouldn't give me all the details. So I just kind of let that pan the way it did. But then at some point, God spoke to me and said, "Find her." And when I did, she had all these concerns. With her son.
So she had a baby.
By that time, she had a child. So this was years later.
Okay.
Yes,
okay.
years later. So by that time, she had a baby, and she had been in an abusive relationship, which is part of the reason why she delayed in finding Rymir's father. She knew who he was.
Okay.
So I don't know if you want to go into that piece, but she gave me that piece, and I get it. We were very clear. We had long talks.
Was it with Rymir's brother's father? Is that
no.
Okay.
So Rymir's brother's father was her on and off boyfriend in high school.
Okay.
They were all kids, under 18. And then somewhere in there, Wanda told me she had ran into what they call, his name was not Jay-Z back then, his name was Rock.
Oh.
They used all street names. And it was an area where they did a lot of dealing.
Okay. So he was, because he did talk about being a drug dealer.
Yeah, so
he was dealing drugs at this
right,
time.
so that's how she connected with him through a friend of her named Kenisha or Lakeisha, somebody Allen, which very known in the affidavit. The person is real. I saw her. So nonetheless, that's how they met, and they went off and had their fun together and fling. And then, I guess fling. She said they were partying, and she put this all in the affidavit, and they eventually had sex. And she said the condom broke. And then they had been taken off to New York. But she did tell Rock at the time that she was 18 or whatever her number she said. I think she said 18, even though she was 16. And she got pregnant. And then they didn't know each other like that. But he did come back in the community, from what she told me, looking for her for the second time, the date, whatever, because that was their area where they scouted these men doing what they do. And she said that her mom told her, "You disappear again, I'm gonna put you away." That's what she told me. So she decided not to go off with him, so she didn't go.
He wanted her to leave with him.
Yeah, he was. I think he was looking for a consistent thing. So at the end of the day, it was a one night stand on how, unfortunately, when Rymir wasn't pregnant, and at the time she didn't know she was pregnant, and then he came back, and it must have came back within a reasonable amount of time, week, 2 weeks, whatever it was. And her mother told her not to disappear again because she had disappeared the last time because they were off in New York.
Okay.
This is what she told me. And at the end of the day, she didn't go, but I understand it to be true that Wanda told me that when he found out that she was with child, he came looking for her. But by then, Wanda's mother had moved. So this is a fact, everybody. This is what happened. So at the end of the day, it is what it is, but Wanda says she never knew his real name. She only knew his stage name. He was going to overseas at the time, and he had asked her about it, and of course that never materialized. But at the end of the day, this is what she said in regard to, the coming together of the relationship. So she had the baby. She didn't have much help. She told me she was washing the baby in the sink, Rymir, my godson. And she had this on and off boyfriend who basically, when he would come by to see her, he wouldn't leave. He was abusive. He used to beat her bad.
Wow.
So Materially, she knew after 2 years, she knew the child wasn't his, but she was afraid of him. So he saw that the child wasn't his by materially looking at the child. And she told him then, she said, because they were underage, because he signed the birth certificate because he felt sorry for her. But he was underage, so it was never valid. So therefore, when the time came when they were on and off, still on and off, because she said he would never leave, that she said to him, why don't you take the test? Just take the test so we can confirm everything. He said, oh, no, I don't want to do that. Because he was busy concerned about other things. So at the time, that was
what you mean concerned about what?
Food stamps and stuff like that. Yeah, true. That's what she said to me. It was probably because of services. He said, I ain't worried about that.
So she was getting, like, of course, health care,
She was getting all that because she was a mother, and she was saying to him, why don't you just find out, just to find out, to be sure, because she knew. And then somewhere in the mix of this, she said she started telling him she was going to seek his real father. I think when Rymir was about 6, he threatened her. So make a fast forward to, as Rymir said, he did have that timeline right, when he got about 12 or whatever, because she was saying so. She got away from this relationship, and she told me it took her 5 years after she got away to get her head together. So her children were probably about 11. Rymir was probably about 10 or 11 around that time, because there was a lot of drama. And I don't know 100% all the details except for what you told me, because we spent a lot of time together when we came back together. I looked into her eyes, she looked in my eyes, we talked for hours. I prayed with her, she prayed with me, and I prayed to God, right? And then we put all that together, because I had to make sure when the time came for me to help her the way I was helping her that I knew what was going on. But all these details were important and pivotal because it showed a picture of a woman who had a concern. So she got to this place where she was doing what she was doing, trying to raise her kids and trying to tell this man that it was not his child. And when she finally got away from him because he was beating her all this time, she said it took 5 years for her to get herself together. And she said then she saw death. She said she went through the tunnel. And Rymir had to been about 13, 14 by this time. And she said she woke up when she came to. She said she knew she had to get this right. She had to let him know who his father is. She said because she wanted him to know why he was rejected by his living father or his living boyfriend, on and off, because there was a problem there. Now it's better now, but it was a lot of stuff there.
Because that's when Rymir said he noticed that he was treated very different.
Right. Yes, he was treated different, and the man knew, the boyfriend knew that the child wasn't his. So it was one of these things where he had issues too with drugs. And people are not themselves when they're on drugs. They're just not the best addition of themselves. So he couldn't give Wanda what he needed because he couldn't give it to himself, and let alone children. So that's what was going on in that situation. But when she got away, she wanted to do what was right. She said she had a life-death experience. She saw death. She was going through the tunnel. This is what she told me. And she said, Jesus told her to go back, and it's your time. And so when she woke up and came to, she said she knew she had to let Rymir know, because they like this, right? She said she had to let him know why he was rejected by him, and that this is just because this is who your real father is. So we went through that journey. So she started that journey. Somewhere in there, when a guy spoke to me and told me to find her, all this kind of was happening with this transition. And when I came and I finally found her, and when I walked up on her and I could see the little girl in her. It was like being on television. It was crazy. So I walked up on her and we embraced, we talked, and we were together ever since. And the only thing she talked about was Rymir. Rymir this and Rymir that and all her children, her 2 children. And she said, I said, well, where is he? She said, he in Job Corps. He coming home to me. I said, when? And she went on to say it. And then she said, he need this and he need that. And I said, well, where's his father? She said, I've been trying in the court. That's what I want to talk to you about, to get the father. And she went about it. She didn't know what she was doing. And she said that she was trying to get the finalization of paternity so that he could know who his father is and the father can decide what he wanted to do. Well, everybody knew this was going on because when we were doing this lawsuit, they were saying that things were happening at, with her trying to get to him, because she was writing letters.
Okay.
Because by then she had figured out where he was and all that kind of stuff, writing letters saying blah, blah, blah. And the people saw it, but they ignored it. So somewhere in the mix there, she went to court. to try to get the court to do it, but she didn't have all her paperwork together. So all during that time and the time that I came back into her life, she asked me, she said, I prayed and God told me to tell you to help me with the situation. And then we, like I said, talked about it, we prayed about it, we did all that kind of stuff. And then I went to the court in Philadelphia because I wasn't living in Philly and told the court that she wanted to do what she needed to do because she had had some struggles with this. And they said, well, why did she take so long? And I told them that she she was a victim of her circumstances and was a part of domestic violence, which was part of the delay. And immediately the judge told me to tell her to come in. So she went in, and that was actually in 2010. This case started in Philadelphia. She had had some breathing problems and things of that nature with asthma. And that was the other reason why she needed help. And she had saw death. And even though it wasn't her time, she felt like the time was coming. And she wanted to make sure her child was taken care of because she knew the other child was by that wanted to live on and off boyfriend, and he would be fine. But she wanted to make sure her child, Rymir, was fine. And I think this was something very pivotal for her as I look at it now on what Rymir is going through in this whole, I call it rejection campaign. But we know it's deeper than that. There's a brand, that's a part of this too, right? People's lifestyles and livelihood.
We talked about it. Did you hear me discuss that?
Yeah. So it's a lot of stuff that goes on with that. But at the end of the day, we never was about that. In the very beginning, they were working with me. When I had this child in 2011, because the mother tried in 2010, I went back to the court. But then, she got gravely ill. And at that point, she said, Godma, can you just please make sure you take care of Rymir? I want you to be his guardian, blah, blah, blah. And she said, promise me. And I said, okay, I just promised her.
Because he didn't have no father on record. So,
no.
But the other son did. So it's basically like you're stepping in to be
She wanted to secure,
parent.
right.
Yeah.
She felt like that she needed to know he going to be all right. And I had to assure her that. Because, see, me and her was close anyway. And by me and her coming back together, like, it was bigger than what people can see. It was a spiritual relationship. And when God brings people together, they're together.
What was her reaction when she found out that, Rock had made it to Jay-Z and he on TV? Like,
right.
What are the odds of that? Like, I'm looking for him. Dad, the motherfucker is right there.
Right.
There's your daddy.
She saw him on TV. She started writing Rock Nation. That's when she started writing letters. Because when you look on the blogs and other places, you'll hear people talk about, I heard about that when he was 13. She was writing letters then, and she was. She told me she kept writing letters because back then there was no internet, so she was writing handwritten letters saying what she was saying, and they just got ignored. But I have to say that when I came into the picture to try to bring it together, at the time he had Jennifer Justice, which was his attorney at Rock Nation, and she was trying to resolve the matter, and they were trying to do it. They were trying to resolve it. But they felt that because he just got married, that there was a situation with that, and they left it at that. But I knew exactly what they were saying because I was trying to do what was in the best interest of the child. And at one point, they wanted Rymir to be on their label and some other things because by that time I had had custody of him in 2011
so they
in
were trying
Jersey.
to give him a career?
Yeah.
To do what?
Well, Jay-Z ain't crazy. He realized this child is mine. He knew. But at the end of the day, and he got a lot of enemies, right?
Yeah.
I need to get somebody on my side. So I believe, this is what I discerned, that he wanted, his child to be with him and make sure he takes care of him, blah,
so
blah, blah.
they were going to pay him through the label as like maybe an employee or something.
Well, let me back up. So the mother did the thing in 2010, right?
Okay.
Then here comes 2011. I'm in New Jersey. I take the kid, go to the court to try to get custody, and I did get it.
Okay.
In that mix, he got served because I was trying to do the custody and the college support because by then he's older in New Jersey. That's what it's called, right?
Okay.
So he gets the information and make a long story short, we start talking, me talking with his in-house attorneys. And we're trying to resolve the matter. So in the resolving one of them was, I want my kid. So the way something might have gotten his head and he left his heart. Because at one point he was trying to do what was in the best interest of Rymir, which was good. And I was making the decision when I got custody because the judge told me two things. He said, get the kid out of high school, because he was still in high school, and he said, get him health insurance. That's what I was ordered to do. And that's what I did. And in that, he was like, in between that, he was like, they were thinking about bringing Rymir on the label. I said, no, I don't think he should go on the label now. He got to get out of high school. And I'm glad I did, because Rymir felt that this might not have been to his advantage, but this is what was going on then. So when we were in Jersey, that took place. So here, the mother's gravely ill. I'm taking care of the kid. We're doing what we got to do. And then that was 2011. So then in 2012, I had to go back to Philadelphia to get the paternity stuff transferred to New Jersey because there was a little paperwork blips. And that's when the drama came. That's when Mr. Carter's attorneys comes into court in 2012 and say, hey, you can't ask me to do no college support and nothing, because he ain't got no contacts with the state of New Jersey. No properties, no nothing. Well, we knew that was wrong. And at the time, I had an attorney. My attorney took the things that this other attorney said and relied upon it, which were lies. As a result, I told him, I said, I know his property is in New Jersey and he's connected, etc. So
basically, he was just saying the court didn't have jurisdiction.
Right. Personal or subject, because you need both, but you only need one, personal jurisdiction, if you're just trying to do paternity. Because there was some drama between the two states. Okay, with some unfinished business, no problem. Let's just talk about the paternity and get that part closed.
So they said they wanted you to move the case to New York.
New York didn't come till later. One of the judges or one of the attorneys recommended us to go to New York, and we originally started to do that, but then we changed our mind because they said it was going to be too much chaos and crazy, and he had
New York courts are slow.
Right, and they said they had other contacts where he could be brought into court on, and New Jersey was one of them. Mm-hmm. But the whole thing was that I lost $3,000 plus in attorney fees when his attorney decided she wanted to come on a lie and boom and swing that around, and as a result, according to New Jersey's law, I'm entitled to my attorney fees back. So when we became aware, which was right afterwards, that he had properties, we had about 4 or 6. And I had 2 properties in New Jersey. One I lived in with Rymir and another one. So we went back to them and said to the court that this is what happened, and that's when all this crazy stuff. Now, by the way, they had the DNA all along. In fact, they got the DNA in 2011.
So they have Jay-Z's blood?
No, Rymir's.
Okay.
They don't do the blood, right? New Jersey just do the swab. Right.
And the
so they say, no problem. If you don't believe you're the father, go down the hall. And if you don't go, in the state of New Jersey, you're presumed the father. So technically, he's not alleged. He is presumed the father of Rymir Satterthwaithe. So I went to Rymir a long time ago. I said, it's up to you. I said, I want you to pray about this. I want you to feel it in your gut. And I want you to talk to God. I said, if it's something you want to do, we're going to support it fully. So at any rate, make a long story short with that, the law says in New Jersey that if somebody does not cooperate in a paternity test, they are presumed the parent.
In a lot of states, it's
and
like
they
that.
They have to prove they're not.
Right.
And you can walk around telling the whole world, that's my daddy, y'all. But and then the only way you're not going to be the daddy has to prove. So I get that there's a problem there. You're talking about black community. You're talking about some black judge. You're talking about a black man. You talk about a black boy. So we were not trying to take that down.
That's why she's a doctor.
We were not trying to take it down, though. Mm-hmm. And at any rate, it's very embarrassing to have to go through some of this and to think that we couldn't just resolve the problem, couldn't fix the problem, couldn't work it out. It's an adult problem. But at the end of the day, where we are right now is all of the stuff that they knew from before, from those attorney fees that I was owed and asked for my money back. They didn't want to give it to me because some of the folk are friends. These are lawyers, the defendant's attorney. My own attorney from Philadelphia, who was helping me with the paperwork, he colluded with them. In fact, he told me he was best friends with Jay-Z's New Jersey attorney, Lisa Fisher. He was best friends with her husband, who's only licensed in Pennsylvania, which is Ned Hart. And I'm not trying to get everybody confused.
I got you.
But at the end of the day, it's a mess, right? But the only thing we're dealing with is what you did back in 2012, but that you repeated. You never fixed the record. You never reconciled the record about this having properties that caused damages back then. So our case is not a paternity case. Our case is a fraud case dealing with the fact that the court will not allow us to undo the fraud on what was done in 2012 and 2016 and 2018 and 2022 because they kept doing it because I kept bringing it back and saying because you can't do anything until you fix this. So they had fraud from the beginning, but instead of them doing that, the judges and them decided to shield him. And you shield him by denying us our rights, which is called the 14th Amendment. In other words, you come into court and say, hey, Your Honor, this is what I found about this person's client, and this is what it is. Is this your property, sir? They won't do it. So and the reason why is because then you have to do a discovery, which we asked for over and over and over again.
Yeah, I was going to say,
because all you got to do is write an
affidavit.
affidavit. Right.
Done discovery,
Sign an affidavit, say, hey, is these properties yours, Mr. Carter? No, yes, and you sign an affidavit. They ain't doing that because they are his. Because by them doing that, it shows that they obstructed my ability to do a hearing for the attorney of the child at the time. And therefore, I'm entitled to my damages. Just give me my money. So at the end of the day, somewhere along in the mix of that, all these 10 years, a black judge, he says, okay, they want to do their finagle. I'll give you back what you want. But he basically said he wanted a piece. And the way he said it was, when are you going to pay me? His name was Judge Charles Dortch.
Who he asked for money from?
From me. Right there on record. This is in family court. So at the end of the day, you have all this craziness going. You know, family court is like a kangaroo court.
Oh, my God.
So you have this joke going on. So they tried to use the fact that they owed me money to flip it and say, no, you owe us money.
Let's put the wine down for a second because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine.
Paris.
Yes.
You released a video of you and DeJuan Blair in the bed. Angel Love from Basketball Wives, baby daddy.
This was my husband. This was going to be my husband. You would have still had me just like he had her. But you crossed the line with somebody in my house.
He brought somebody in your house?
In my bed. And you're cheating and lying to me saying that you're out of town and you're 9 minutes down the street.
He brought somebody that was 400 pounds?
A big, thick, chunky guy. I see you have a fetish of chubby people. But damn, 5'8" and 350, almost 400 pounds, that's beyond me. You see me walking here, I don't look like that. You see the class and the sophistication that I have.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Houston, get ready for a New Year's Eve experience that will go down in history. I'm live on stage at the Bayou Event Center, December 31st. Doors open at 8 p.m. and the show starts at 9 p.m., followed by an after party that might shut down the city. And let me take the time to thank our sponsor for this event, Rockstar Wireless. And if you're looking for reliable and affordable wireless service, Rockstar Wireless has plans starting at just $19.99 a month. That offers unlimited talk, text, and up to 15 gigabytes of high-speed data. Visit rockstarwireless.com now. Hurry up and get your affairs in order and get ready to bring in New Year's Eve with me, Tasha K, on stage. Tickets are selling real fast, so reserve your seat now via my website, TashaKOnStage.com, and I can't wait to party with y'all in Houston.
You and him, your godson and your goddaughter, y'all was at the media talking about it. Y'all was giving out files. Y'all was doing this. I said, if we were, it's not illegal. And I had attorneys throughout this time. I had the one attorney who colluded with them. Then I had another attorney that died. But at the end of the day, it all falls back to the fraud and the fraud upon the court.
So what do you have here? What is this?
So this is what you have when judges and judges allow attorneys to be unchecked. They wanted to make this case go away so bad that they wanted to put an illegal lien on my property without me even knowing about it. So they want me to pay for illegal attorney fees that for an action that never occurred, for a gag order that don't exist, because you want to make it up, because we too stupid to read. And the court allowed it because they're doing the cover up. So therefore, with between all.
So basically, they're saying that they put a gag order on you.
Yeah, but where is it?
That's what I'm saying. They're
Yeah.
saying that.
Right.
When you have a gag order, you have to sign it.
You
like,
have to, you got to know what it is.
Saying that you're not allowed to talk to media and stuff like that. So they went ahead and enforced this gag order, fined you, penalized you for it, and then when you didn't pay, they placed liens on your property to try to take your house.
Correct. And it's
Jay-Z's attorney.
Correct. It's two forms though. It's two forms. You had the family court that started it, right? And then when
this was $8,000.
was more than that.
How much?
I think it was 15 for one for civil law, and then the other one was 8, but they were a total of 3. And
so Jay-Z put liens on your properties. He was going to take your house for a total of, let's just say, $25,000 to $30,000 that you owed him in legal fees that you didn't know anything about.
Right, because we didn't know nothing. What happens is it was in the family court, right? Then I went to civil law to get my money back. So then you had civil law, and the family court kind of went away because they knew we had them on some other things because their attorney had said she misspoke. That's on record. There was a lot of drama that took place, so they scooted us when we got over to the civil law court. They wanted to stay there. So I don't want to make it too confusing and crazy.
Creditor Sean C. Carter.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And they put my deceased attorney down because he died on there.
Debtor Lily Coley for $14,836.
And that was
Winter.
Winter.
This is petty as fuck.
Kenneth L. Winters, the lawyer, did that. And he was the lawyer in the civil law that said they paid good money for their orders. He wanted me to know that they paid good money for their orders.
So basically, Jay-Z was trying to take your house from you.
He was trying to take my house when I put it on sale, when I put it on sale in December 23. And
this is 8/2/2022. So
I know.
Is 2 years ago.
Right. But at the end of the day, I didn't know it.
A year and a half ago.
I was never even served those papers that were supposed to be served me a second time from the Trenton office in New Jersey. Right? I didn't find out about these until I went to sell my property. I go sell the property. They said there's 3 judgments out there. And we fighting over that now. But don't you know they paid 4? They took extra money and paid it to these attorneys. I said, well, why did you do 4 instead of 3?
Calculation of the amount due in favor of Sean Carter on judgment J095368-22 as of April 12th, 2024. So this is recent.
Correct.
So now the total amount of judgments owed is around $14,000 with interest.
For one of them.
Total due as of April 12th to Sean Carter, $15,000. And I'm telling you, money talks in these courts when you got these record labels, these celebrities.
Nobody owes them money. They flipped the script to try to make it look like we owed money to them instead of they owing money to me. And the courts allowed it.
Did you pay? Did you end up having to pay it?
Yeah, that money is gone. They wrote those checks to them on that day. I went to court, district court, and said, these are not mine. These is fraudulent.
Who wrote these checks?
The title company. The mortgage title company took the money out of my sales, when I sold the house.
Okay.
They took the money out, $34,000 to be exact, and said, look, our hands is tied. This is the law.
So Jay-Z has your money right now.
He has my money. So his attorneys, I guess that's who it went to, right? Crazy stuff, right? And there's 3 checks there.
This is like $5 to him.
That's why I went to, but these people, these attorneys are low-end attorneys. But look at the law firm it says it's going to. That law firm there.
All lives will be exposed in 2024.
That's the extra one.
What?
That's the extra judgment. You had the question mark up there that they put.
April 29th, 2024. So this is recent. Calculation in the amount due of Sean Carter.
And I don't even know who that judgment is. My name's not even on it, but they still paid it. It was supposed to be 3 judgments according.
So Jay-Z, this is another judgment that he's collecting for $3,400.
Right, and I don't even know who it is. Who it's for? But they did it. What they did with me and my godson and my goddaughter, because I had property, they just put it on her property. Because these are low-end attorneys, they don't know what they're doing, and they thought people was gonna be stupid and walk around. But remember, Kanye West had a problem. He talked about this.
What did he say?
He talked about how somebody tried to bamboozle him in a contract Remember that? Mm-hmm. This is similar to this. People that go to the same church or the same faith, or whatever it is, doing stuff conniving. This went to this law firm. Michael Fingerman was one. This is the Lisa Fisher. She wants us to pay for the lies that she told. All of these are lies. This is extra. But at the end,
it's creditor for me, Sean Carter.
Yeah,
that's
crazy,
that's
isn't it?
Giving me creditor for $7,500.
Yep.
That
and the other one under it, it has his name, and that's a public document that I had no understanding that was out there. When they did a search on my name, they came back to me and said, "Is this your name?"
And the fact that he took the money and cashed the checks. I'm highly disappointed because not only that, you know, there's a child, there's an adult now that's just asking for paternity, like, legitimacy. And then you go after them financially knowing that they can't even measure up to against your bank account and your lawyers. And then you go as far as that right there. When I tell you, listen,
it's sick.
God has a way of guiding.
Right. And now they have people in the public that are looking at this and they're saying, are you kidding me? The crazy part about it is that, like I told my godson, I could be educated, you could be a spiritual person, you can be all these things, don't mean nothing.
Don't mean
They
shit.
did this to me because I was black, especially the extra one, right? Now, Mr. Carter just sat back and let everything happen. We tried to tell him, look, this is what's going on. They said something to Wanda about, you know, her being too dark. One of his attorneys, in the very beginning, and I'm thinking he's a black man, he gonna stop it. He gonna fix this. We gonna just deal with whatever you're gonna deal with. He was upset with Rymir. From my understanding, one of his family members contacted us and said that he was gonna teach Rymir a lesson. But he don't put stuff like this out in the public. I said, well, Rymir didn't really put it out in the public, his mother did. But at the end of the day, instead of us trying to handle this like we're supposed to handle this is where we are. You have these.
It's Sean S. Carter being a debt collector for me for $3,000.
So they got a total of $25,000 from my money of the $34,000 they took in escrow.
And
the
tried
title
to take
company.
your house that Rymir was living in.
Right. They didn't try to take the house, but they put the lien on the house so that when the house sold, they would get a piece of it. And that money had $34,000 went to an escrow.
Hoping to keep you quiet, and you're still not quiet.
It was called bullying.
Yeah, I know. It's court bullying. Trust me. I've been there, done that. Been there, done that.
Yeah.
Hey, could you have Jasmine bring my phones in the office, please? The company phone and my personal, please.
But crazy.
They're in my office, and this is
all from doing baby daddy. All because a mother wanted her child to know before she died. When she wound up dying in 2019, God gave her 7. Just wanted her child to know who his father is and why he was rejected by other people. That, you know, God has a plan for your life.
Thank you.
And look where we are. Here I come in the picture, try to help, and you want to beat me down because I want my money back because you lied.
That's crazy.
It feels like slavery to me. It's like you do what I tell you to do and sit down.
Be quiet.
And shut up.
Oh, Lord.
But that's what happened to the lady for June 19th. They threw her out of her house. What? And to me, I see this as the same thing. Similar.
Yeah, someone said it's strange that Rymir and Rumi have similar names. This is, This
was all before she could even get pregnant.
They said, and this is why Cowboy Carter flopped. So, okay. Anything else you want to add to this?
No, the only thing is I want to say that I'm a part of the Black Voters Matter and the NAACP for a reason.
Okay.
And also to just kind of push, because like I told my godson Rymir, it's bigger than this. And that we want to talk to people about getting out to vote for the right people in office so that stuff like this doesn't happen. We're going to fix this. God done told me it's just going to get fixed. But to see this in living color is ugly. And just to have to go through it, to me, made me sick. Literally. Not sick, but like, nauseous. There's people would actually do something, to put something on your property, and then break off an extra piece for themselves. Yeah. And think it's okay. So this is what I don't understand. What I'm saying is some of the things that they're doing out there it's blatant. They're not hiding it no more. And if we don't do something to keep our democracy together, it's gonna be a lot of problems.
Shit, you ain't know about them judges up in Pittsburgh that was taking them kickbacks on how many black boys they got locked up?
Yeah, I remember that.
Them private
They were selling
prisons,
that. They were selling them
black boys
to go to jail.
And so to act like the courts are like some liberal way of trying to
resolve the
matter, or oh my God, this person's doing. It's all bullshit.
It is.
It's all who.
So why are you taking our money?
Exactly. The fact it's the creditor. It's Sean S. creditor, Sean S. Carter being a creditor for me. Like, I don't even think there's any respect left at this point. You know, like, I would have never thought that. Like, that would be that
the lowest
petty.
of the lowest.
Yes.
A black woman, a black boy, and this is where we are.
That's a lot. So, guys, we're going to make room now for you guys to ask them questions, okay? We'll bring Rymir back in. Dr. Collins will stay as well, too. Can we get a setup chair for Rymir? And then Winos, they are... They was like, can you take an Ancestry.com test to seek familiar relations to Jay? Like I said, all you got to do is find a relative that's willing to submit
I wanted
DNA.
to address that, too, because we did do that.
Yeah.
We went and did Ancestry.com after his sister, Lakeisha, was contacting him, and he did submit his test. But on Ancestry, you can block other people.
Oh, really?
So what happens is you can push a button and say you don't want this person to, but he already knows. We didn't send the DNA.
So we're going to probably move you, if you can scoot over as close to the wall as you can. Okay, gotcha. Okay, so. Give us a second. We're setting up so Rymir and them can answer y'all questions. What did you think about everything that you heard? Like, we're going to talk about it, though, but I want you to process that. Like, yeah. So, okay. All right. Cool. Hold on. All right. So your purse, can he? Mm-hmm. We don't like setting purses on the floor. You know they say that's bad luck.
I know. We can do an exception though. You can put it there.
You know, we'll put it right there on that white table. They say you'll lose
get
money.
Broke.
You know what I'm saying?
I mean, you're pretty strong.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm gonna switch this lens here.
Okay. Thank you. He gonna switch the lens, guys. Give us just a second. Okay, give us just a second.
They couldn't see your face.
All right. Juju, we may do that, okay? We got you. But you just never know. Like, we just want people to be able to freely say what they want to say. 'Cause a lot of times, like with YouTube, you know, we used to put interviews on YouTube first. And but when I tell you, they be striking, taking down. So now we do everything here through TashaKLive.com. And then once it's clear, we can go ahead and start disseminating it everywhere else. And so this is one of those interviews that's got to go out because it's him being a creditor and really trying to, you know, financially drain y'all and not give a shit after he offered you a damn job at Rock Nation.
That's why I said at the beginning, it would seem like it was cool. You know, I was younger. It just seemed like everything was going to get taken care of, but
until somebody got in his ear.
Somebody got in his ear.
Somebody got in his ear. And I wouldn't, he doesn't strike me like as weak. Like, I didn't know Jay was weak like that. The way he speaks and, you know, that's, yes.
She said,
Oh, okay. They want you to take your hat off.
See, my jaw.
He said his hair. Oh no! I saw what was under there. No.
My hair is crazy. I'm trying
his
to
hair is
like,
crazy. I just saw it. I was like, oh,
crazy.
keep that on. Yeah, so you gonna
They can't
scoot
barely
your
see
chair
your
over
face,
just a little
though.
bit too.
That was
Scoot it
the thing.
over close to her, and then bring your mic. There you go. All right, cool.
That's what I was saying.
So, oh no.
flip my head, though.
Okay.
You want him to flip it in the back?
I guess they want to see your whole face.
They want to see his face.
There you go. Okay, looking like your daddy and shit. Okay, cool. You said I hope Beyonce isn't blocking this. You just never know, you know? So look, you said tell that nigga you don't want no rap deal either. Right. Yeah. All right, guys. So we're gonna turn this over to the winos. I'm gonna go ahead and start letting them put questions in the chat for you guys. But Rymir, what did you think when you heard? Because a lot of these details, are you hearing for the first time?
Yeah, like most of them, you know, godmom always keep me, you know, she tells me, but you know, I'm not a lawyer or none of that, so I kind of just, you know, I listen, make sure I know what's going on, but I don't. Far as I try, it's already so much I got going on. I just try to stay focused with the positive stuff and not something that's gonna have me tied up in my head.
It's a shame that you like the way you're going. You could run a nice little nonprofit for your dad, and you know, like what he say? Nobody wins when the family. When the family's at odds or something, I forgot. There's a little saying. When the family fights, family feuds. That's his thing, and now the family are feuding, and he said, "Did y'all bring the affidavit?"
Which
I don't know what that means. Which one? I don't know. Okay. Talking about he'll give you a rap deal like he did DMX. Y'all crazy. Okay. Hold on for a second. No, so Jay-Z has not taken the test, but in New Jersey, as Dr. Lily was saying, they presume you the father if you refuse. Basically, you have to prove that you're not the father.
Correct.
So Rymir submitted his test. Jay-Z got away with not submitting a test, and that's how they figured out how to put gag orders on you, basically turn it around on you, saying that you were ruining his brand, and you're not supposed to be talking about the case, and basically making it about something that's not important. So
they
bullying
flipped it.
you.
It's not even about the paternity. It's about the fraud to prevent the paternity.
They said, did you contact your sister in Baltimore?
Which they talking about Lakeisha?
Yeah.
I did try to contact Lakeisha. That's the only one I've been, you know.
We got to get Lakeisha in here, yeah.
I ain't talked to her.
She contacted him first.
Yeah, she contacted me first. I decided to
before
get to
she
my
came
messages.
out with her stuff.
Yeah.
But lately, I haven't been able to, you know, reach out to her.
They didn't shut
for
that
the
down.
last year.
We need to get you and Lakeisha a paternity test. That'll be nice. And I'll be willing to, you know, to fund that and stuff. Yeah, that would be dope. They say you do look just like your daddy, the eyes, everything. Send them positive vibes. They say, yep, Jay the daddy. You have a GoFundMe, right?
I actually don't.
No, and we have to be careful with that now.
I haven't got nothing off of this. If y'all see me on interviews,
in the past we did. Because some of our friends set it up for attorney fees. That's where all it went to.
Okay, gotcha. Do you think Beyonce is against him being known as Jay-Z's son?
Absolutely.
You think so?
I wouldn't know. I would hope not.
I don't think it's against in a real negative way, but I think...
I mean, she married her daddy.
Yeah.
Exactly. So...
I had to be quiet on
Let's talk about it. The very man she didn't want to speak to, she wound up leaving him alone and denouncing him as a manager and went and married her daddy. Her father. Jay-Z is her father. So, yes. Okay. They're not questioning, like, the resemblance or anything like that. If Jay didn't think it was his kid, he would take the test, period. And that's true. Like, if you ain't there, I ain't got nothing to hide, I would take it. No, she didn't say Jay-Z took the test, Latrice. That's not what she said. She said in New Jersey, she said Rymir took the test. Jay-Z was ordered to take the test, but did not take the test. But
not in New Jersey. He never was ordered to take the test in New Jersey.
Okay, but in New Jersey, he's automatically presumed the father if he doesn't take the test for the simple fact that Rymir submitted DNA. Okay, but she said Jay-Z never took the test, okay? Hold on for a second. They haven't done a sibling test. Hold on. They're saying the nose. When you were a kid and Jay-Z was coming up, like maybe like did people kind of see resemblances?
I mean, people did say you know look like Jay. I just said this was just.
But you never told them
I never told them nothing. So it's like it was just weird. I'm like I laughed about it, but now that I knew what was going on because my mom told me from a young age, but I never let too many people know. I didn't want to get, laughed at or anything like that. You know how the world is, you know what I mean? But for people who know me, they know I've always been a real, respectful person. I respect all my friends. I'm solid. I'm like, it's nothing. I don't go around talking about people or creating shit, so
he's not a drama person.
Yeah, I mean, I'm like, if a friend need me, I'm there for him. Anybody. I would never deny friends. family. So
Okay. They said, do you have a photo that you care to share of what Miss Wanda looked like, the way y'all described her?
Where's the phone? We got mommy on your website.
It's on the website? Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
If they go to Rymir, Rymir's here.
Someone
what is your
said,
website?
Deborah Harris says, this real life has me crying for you, young man. They said, with all the conspiracies, have you guys got complete details about the death of your mom? I don't want to upset you. I'm just concerned.
I mean, we didn't get full details, but at this point, it was weird to me, son. You know, but I really don't question it. You know, I'm not no doctor and all that. I just know.
She's resting in peace, though.
Yeah.
She died from stenosis, which is a heart condition. When you are young, she had gotten scarlet fever at 2, and it progresses over the next 40 years. And exactly around that age is when she started having problems.
Damn.
So that was more of a heart condition. So for sure, she was fine. Nobody did anything to her.
Okay, scarlet fever. I've never,
Yeah.
I've heard about it.
See, that's what I'm saying. I don't know, even with the doctors telling me that, we don't know how true it is. So we really, it's a question mark. I mean, I want my mom to rest in peace. So, you know, I don't never want to say something happened to her. So, but at this, I wouldn't know. I can't fully say yes and no.
They said you and Blue Ivy look like twins. They said your sister started getting paid. She was talking to him, and now she stopped responding.
Yeah, she's.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. They're pulling up a picture of Miss Wanda.
Yeah.
So rest her soul. Y'all think Jay-Z mom cares? Yeah. Like, have you tried reaching out to like your grandmother?
We tried to reach out to multiple people. It's been years. You know, at this point, we just been, you know.
I tried to get his grandmother because
our mom. That's why I said you've been a pit boy. At everything.
Yeah.
We've been trying to reach out like the lady.
Wow.
that's his mom.
Wow.
Yeah.
She pretty as hell. She reminds me of, you remember the was it House Party? The chocolate girl that played at House Party. I'm gonna post it to the community board. You know who I'm talking about? She's a chocolate one, but she light skinned now, which is crazy. Like she bleached her skin.
Oh, she took those pills.
Oh my God! It was like that is not the same girl that played at House Party. Real chocolate one, but your mom looks 10 times
and
better.
that was her nickname, Chocolate.
Beautiful. Oh my gosh. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go to your website and I'm gonna screenshot this and put it on the community board. Yeah, she bad. She bad. Listen, she bad. I can see why Jay came back for her. Look. Let me go. What's your website real quick? Hold on for a second. Here, put your website right here. Put your website in right there.
Here, right?
Damn, she pretty. And I can tell she always happy.
Yeah,
now, is she short or because she looked tall in that picture?
No, she's actually short. I mean, she like probably 5'5".
So we ain't talking about no hood rat. This ain't that. Like, damn. And she got that 90s cut too. Okay, Miss Wanda, I see you. Yeah, you don't look like your mama. I can tell you that right now. Yeah,
Listen,
he don't look shit like his mama. That's why she's looking at him like, this nigga is not.
She said, hold on.
You should have gave me the right baby in the hospital. Like, Lord Jesus. Yeah, we're going to get this picture. Okay, so I'm about to screenshot the picture, y'all. And I'm going to put it on the community board right now. So give me a second so y'all can see it. In the, of course, TashaKLive.com. So just be prepared. It's about to drop there now.
So pictures we do have, because whatever.
This is good enough. So ain't nobody finna play with your mama. Like how she pull a Jay-Z. First of all, have you seen? Like, you're like, you, Blue, sir, y'all are very, very good looking kids. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? And so your mama, I wish they would try to play with her. Don't play with Miss. Like, don't do that. Hold on. It's coming up right now in real time, y'all. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Miss Wanda. Okay. She bad. Okay.
I tell you that.
Yes.
I miss that.
Yes. I bet you had a hard time too. Men probably after her everywhere. Like she's pretty.
She was so nice. So it was like, that's why I said with her niceness, like it just made it so much better. Cause you didn't even, you don't get.
She's a good person.
Certain females want to run stuff.
The picture's up.
She was a lover. I love her.
And he's right there with his mommy.
Yes, you don't look like her. That's what I'm saying. You don't look like her. But she looks way better than that girl in Couldn't Play. But the chocolate, her smile, her cheeks, like everything. So yeah. Damn. So I don't even know why somebody was like, how you would pull a Jay-Z? What? How did Jay-Z pull her? Is the question.
You gotta look at it. It was all these years
rock.
ago, bro,
He
before
was
he was
rocking.
in
Yes.
You know how people listen.
Yes.
And then the other girl that looked like her was Foxy.
Yeah,
Foxy came after her, right after her.
Yeah, but let me
Look
tell
at
you
the
something.
timeline.
Foxy.
But just
We're
saying
not gonna play with Miss Wanda like that.
Yeah, I'm just saying like brown skin, chocolate.
We're not finna play with Miss Wanda like that. Miss Wanda don't need no makeup.
That's true.
Foxy needed makeup. Okay.
I got you, girl.
And she had them reefer smoking lips too. Ain't nothing worse than a dark skinned woman that smoke reefer and they got them black lips. And it's not like they lips is like that. Burning the blunts, you know, the roaches and stuff.
Oh,
and it's
God.
like, come
you
on.
funny.
Like,
At least you honest, yo, boy. You raw cut. Y'all love it. No more.
I'm just being honest, like for real. Yeah, they in there. So Miss Wanda's picture right now is on the community board. You can go and see her. Let me see if y'all have any questions. You said, she is gorgeous. They're saying she is gorgeous. Yes, she is. And so this ain't no just random hood scallywag that was chasing him down. She didn't have to.
She got
I
introduced
see why
to him.
he came back 2 weeks later.
He
I see why.
That's right.
Yes, I know at 15 she was gorgeous. Exactly. And you were grown, almost grown with your mom in this picture. So,
Exactly.
she went to the Lord looking like this. Okay, listen. All right. So let me get back to these questions, and then I'm gonna let y'all go get something to eat. Okay. They said Foxy could never. Okay.
Okay.
They said.
We appreciate y'all, though. Seriously, I appreciate y'all for even
Now let me
supporting
ask y'all something. I'm finna be messy.
All right, go ahead, do your thing.
Houston, get ready for a New Year's Eve experience that will go down in history. I'm live on stage at the Bayou Event Center, December 31st. Doors open at 8 p.m. and the show starts at 9 p.m., followed by an after party that might shut down the city. And let me take the time to thank our sponsor for this event, Rockstar Wireless. And if you're looking for reliable and affordable wireless service, Rockstar Wireless has plans starting at just $19.99 a month. That offers unlimited talk, text, and up to 15 gigabytes of high-speed data. Visit rockstarwireless.com now. Hurry up and get your affairs in order and get ready to bring in New Year's Eve with me, Tasha K, on stage. Tickets are selling real fast, so reserve your seat now via my website, TashaKOnStage.com, and I can't wait to party with y'all in Houston.
Ronnie. Just want to do like a small introduction.
Yeah,
Just so everybody know who you are. You are the ex of Krishan Rock.
correct.
You were with her for how many years?
About 5 years off and on.
Do you feel that Krishan Jr. is yours?
I feel that there is a possibility.
Oh.
Krishan knows that I'm not just going to let her not be accountable. It's no reason that we were sleeping together and I can't get a paternity test. You slept with me on Blue's birthday.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Are you shocked to see how on the internet right now with Krishan alleging that Dosecki made her eat her at 7 when she was like 10 or something?
I was 7. You made me eat your I remember that you said.
I'm not going to speak specifically on their situation because I don't know, but I do know the Malone's family history isn't the most clean cut, so I wouldn't put it past them.
Watch this full program and other exclusive content on www.tashaklive.com.
Let's put the wine down for a second because at times like this, we need to take a shot of the olive leaf extract because the olive leaf boosts our immune system and has been known to reverse high blood pressure, lupus, diabetes, and certain cancers. Check them out at myoliveleaf.biz to learn more and to order or simply click the link below in the description box. Now back to the wine.
Beyonce and Miss Wine. I'm
Yo, y'all stop playing. Don't play my mom on this joint, bro. Listen, I'm gonna look at everybody's name who say something crazy.
Beyonce
Wanda
and Miss
hands down.
Wanda.
Because Wanda had a good heart. She's good inside and out. And I'm not saying Beyonce isn't. I do think that there's something to be said about her husband allowing this case to go this long. Not to say she can't control him or not. But Wanda's a good person.
Yeah.
And a good-hearted person is going to convince or talk to somebody and say, hey, what and say what she got to need to say. But what I'm saying is she got the whole package.
Right. The picture, if you missed the picture and you're just getting in, the picture is on the community board on TashaKLive.com. So it's there. I'm not moving it. Yes, Foxy is beautiful in her own way, but she ain't got, they said Miss Wanda. They ain't even mentioned Beyonce.
Beautiful smile and everything.
Because here's the thing, and that's why I said that was another reason why I felt like Beyonce married her daddy, because her daddy, like, was, and he talked about this a lot. And he's always been, very boisterous about colorism in the music industry and how he was even programmed by his parents, his mom and his grandmother to date a light-skinned woman.
I didn't know
yes.
that. I really
To get ahead.
Matthew Knowles talked about that, and I know it burns Tina up because he felt like he needed to do that to be accepted.
Which is horrible.
But when he went and cheated on Tina...
With a dark-skinned girl.
Let's talk about it.
She was dark, too.
When he went and cheated on Tina, they was chocolate. They was chocolate. So, matter of fact, we're going to be doing an interview with a young lady who was friends with, and still friends with Matthew's chocolate baby mother. Y'all know, right? Look at y'all. You should wild out to,
This is so much drama, child.
Exactly. So we stay tuned, okay? Keep them, subscriptions, DrKLive.com. They said Beyonce got money, you can buy beauty, but Miss Wanda didn't need it. So that's the thing. So these men weren't shit back then. Listen, they said if she had the money to maintain her youthful appearance, I would be Wanda. I don't know what that means, but okay. Yes, your mother is fine. Both are beautiful women, what they're saying, and so, but everybody's got, dibs on your mama, Miss Wanda.
I appreciate y'all, I really do.
Yeah, and so, where do you guys go from here now? Like, are you still gonna continue to fight until you get that paternity test done?
Yeah, so at this point, I think it's bigger than paternity. I mean, of course, we're gonna continue to fight.
Oh, it's the fraud, with that stuff.
Yeah, it's big. I mean, we're gonna continue to fight no matter what. That's what it is. Until we want justice. It's not like, we're not gonna let nobody just step over our backs and just tell us what they just gonna, if it's not true. So I think we asking, as I said before, fair due process for them to look at it and fix this problems. We got other things going on though, but that's just us.
Right, they're not going to do any of that unless they deal with the fraud.
First.
Right.
Because the fraud is a constitutional issue. And unless we can tell the court to treat us like human beings and to treat us like the way we're supposed to, he'll never get to that.
Correct.
But once we get done some of the fraud stuff that led to this foolishness, then Rymir can make a decision if he still wants to get this paternity decision. It's a closure.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Because
right now, they're not going to listen to none of that.
They're asking, do you feel like Jay-Z has a thing for young girls? Of course, his wife was...
She was young, too. She was...
I mean, I guess once you get older, I mean, it's a lot of freak girls out there. I ain't gonna even fraud. It seems like once they get older, they look for younger
something
people
in their youth,
females,
maybe.
Females, once you younger, they be looking for older. It's like it's weird. It's weird.
Right. They said Miss Olga Parker said, "What happened if Jay-Z wants to be in your life after this?"
I'm all open arms. I would never deny a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah, he's not that kind of person.
Cool. I love what you're doing with your life. I love how you're giving back at such a young age.
Yes, I will continue
and how you're being a father to a lot of kids that probably don't even have dads. Like, that's dumb.
It's helping him to heal. That's why God gave it to him.
And the border child care is literally kids from all around the world. We got kids that cross the border that didn't have their parents. They call Caminos. What Caminos mean is travel. So kids that travel to get to America, been through everything, just to get over here and try to start a new life. Then when we got the domestic side, people that's from the United States, parents, had problems at home and all that. So I listen to all them kids' story. And it touched me because they don't even know why I'm fully there. They don't really know my story. Can't tell the kids everything you going through, but I listen to their stories, and I love my job because it has me in tune. Like, I'm working on myself, and I'm also helping somebody grow. We all growing. He teaching me new things. Teenagers can teach you new things. A lot of people don't want to listen to younger kids or don't want to hear their thoughts, but they be sometimes
learn from everybody.
It just helped me. It just helped me grow as a person. Like,
right.
Yeah, and they saying that your mom did an amazing job with you without having your dad in your life. Right. And your dad claims to be the most intelligent guy. He calls himself a genius. I said, the last time I checked, you don't have to call yourself a genius. You just are one.
Just be one,
you know what I'm saying? Like, I just never got that, but he's always considered himself a genius. Like, you know, and I'm like, having money doesn't make you a genius.
It sure don't.
It doesn't. So, let me see. They said Cassie attorney is available if you...
Yeah, well, tell them to call us. We actually
you probably could call Cassie attorney.
We done reached out already to them.
At this point, Tyrone Blackburn. He'll go hard in the paint. Listen.
Yeah, any attorneys, please call us, contact us.
Anybody that can help us. I mean, if you feel like you can help us, you're attorney, like from anywhere around the world, we'll get to you. We'll try to travel to you. If you feel like you really can help us.
We're in district court right now, and we're in district court about the fraud, about our civil rights.
Yeah, they said a rich deadbeat dad. What is the irony of that? I mean, even Trump takes care of all his damn kids. Wives too. Like shit. Like we have got to do better in the black community.
Right.
They asked if you would do voiceovers. You should do voiceovers. Your voice.
That's why I said I was about to say I'm open to a lot. I want the bar resign. I'm looking to get back into my acting. You know, I've been slowed down on music for the last couple of years. So it's just been I'm looking to just get my life back and just start doing way more. That's the whole goal for the next couple of years.
And here's my thing too. I want to leave on this note too. Is that because there's a lot of people that are just super fans and they just can't see past the glitz and the glam and all of it. Jay-Z had a very fucked up past. He was a drug dealer. Ain't no telling what else he got into. That we don't know about. And it is not like out of the ordinary for a drug dealer to hit a few women.
Yeah, that's why I got
quite a few. That's gotta
be real because everybody will be watching this shit. Be like. You make all these assumptions. You make it like, oh, I'm crazy and we running and we chasing. I'm not chasing.
Waited until he got married to have kids.
Seriously.
Jay-Z waited until he got married before God had kids. Really?
Right.
That's why I said they can't look past this. They so stuck.
They dumb. Like they just dumb.
But they come to me and be like, hey, yo, you want his money? You chasing him for his money? You want the 15 minutes of fame?
And if you was.
It's your business.
Bro.
So a lot
of
it's jealousy too.
So I'm chasing my motherfucking daddy for money, and that's your goddamn daddy. So fucking what? But let's just the whole facade of him perfect. I'm genius. I'm smarter than everybody. I'm the world's best dad. We still, like I said, we ain't seen the son that he got. Where he at? See? You got a knack for hiding sons, Jay-Z. I'm just saying. Like, so.
You got to be careful.
Yeah,
you do to other people.
And I'm glad y'all finally, because I know it could get a lot out here. You're trying to live a normal life.
Yeah.
You're trying to get a normal life, and Jay-Z is a fucking creditor. How does that make you feel that your godmom has to pay your daddy money
for
lies?
I just want the world to
for
see that
false
statements.
They
will never know what's going on unless we, and we not the type of people.
These are built on false statements.
That's what I'm saying.
When you have a false statement that comes into court, everything goes after it.
Jesus.
Period.
Jesus.
But the judges decided we're going to close our eyes and allow these other things to come in, and here we are. It's called unchecked stuff.
And it should show the world. What is the court doing about this? Damn, this shit is all
nothing. The court is
what is they doing? What is the lawyers and the judges and all that? Nobody got to say nothing. So y'all telling me Jay-Z don't got to say nothing. The judges don't got to say nothing. The lawyers don't got to say nothing. But everybody can point the finger and make their decision.
My thing is, I just feel like, it would make to us as black women, as women that were, men that were raised by, single mothers, or even sometimes single fathers. It sucks when that other person gets to just,
Right.
And then it's a double suck when you got to watch the motherfucker every day on TV. Like,
I couldn't imagine.
Everywhere you look, you see your daddy. Like,
it's really hard for him because he got to deal with that emotional piece.
Yeah.
Because he got a double whammy.
Like
he got
the rejection.
System. Right. The system is after him. We're doing it now with the courts and all.
The whole fraud thing.
And right. And then having to deal with the emotional part of it. So it's a big deal. Because I told Rymir.
That's definitely a challenge, but it definitely helped me grow, though. I'd say
of
that
course.
through all that. Yep. So it definitely made me the person I am. So.
This is crazy. I don't think they have any more questions for you. They actually are fucking with you pretty heavy. My audience they are adults.
Yeah.
Okay. They ain't kids. They ain't like, oh, you trying to. No, they're adults. They have children. They've had baby daddy, baby mama issues and shit. And it sucks when you have someone like this that we look at as a prolific figure who's been put before us, even when we didn't want him. You know what I'm saying? And we have to look up to this person, and it's like you have a black son.
Especially when you can get it taken care of. You know, it's not nothing that's stopping you from snapping your fingers and saying, "All right, I want this over with that today."
Yeah. So he better get ready because all you got to do is come on to Tasha and shit will start happening. Watch it. See, it's very true.
But we are relating to stuff that Kanye West talked about in the past about what the system does to brown and black people. And that's why it's so important for everybody to understand. You got to know who's in office. We do try to go to some of our political people, and we know there's a lot of craziness with that too. But at the end of the day, it's everything matters. Your system matters. These courts matters. All of this stuff, and we have the power. We as black people have the power to do things and put things in place. Because when we're together, we're together, and when we're not, we're not. This for me is very hurtful because it's embarrassing to the black community, and here you have a black man and a black judge. So the other ones followed, but they started it.
Right.
And here we are trying to do something simple like this. You would think we were trying to burn somebody's house down.
Yeah.
Or like y'all put a number on it, like y'all filed a lawsuit.
You would never. I don't even have
biological
biological children.
You just want to, you ain't.
And I never would imagine the family court was like, this is crazy to me.
You know what they said? The family court is meant to divide, not put together. So.
But I feel like God won't put nothing in our hands that He feel like.
Right. It's a purpose and a plan. And it's definitely bigger than us.
Sure. I'm definitely, regardless with Jay-Z, and I'm definitely not going to fail. So you can take 100 years. But I just want the world to know this is what's happening out here. So if you got rich parents or anything, it's just all about fighting. Like, you know, having that fight in you, not letting somebody just walk over you. I'm talking about anybody. Like, you cannot just let somebody tell you something and let them create what they want. That's not how the world works.
And that's what they were trying to do.
They're not going off.
We couldn't read and we didn't understand. And who's going to help us?
And I don't got no felonies. I've been to college. I don't care if I didn't complete it, but I don't got no felonies or none of that. I'm cool. So I made it. I was in North Philadelphia where everything going on right now. There's more killings than anything. So for me to be able to make it through that and go down there on an everyday basis, that just made me stronger. Like, I just see where the world at. But, you know, I know it's greatness in the world. Is that some people sleep and don't want to do their jobs and all that. But honestly, if we put our helping hands out to help each other grow, we'll be way more better. Like, there's so many people that's out here that just need that helping hand, and people just don't extend it. Like, I'm just talking, not even just with my case, I'm just talking about on an everyday basis. It's so easy to help somebody, and I see it's so easy to talk about people. So many people want to talk about you and bring you down instead of saying, damn, I could be that person. Let me see if I help them a little bit. Let me see,
I mean, it's already bad enough when you grow up and you don't know who your daddy is and he broke. Imagine what it's like when you reminded every day that damn. And then on top of that, you look like him. Like, that's crazy. Rymir, thank you so much.
Thank you for having us.
Yes, no, thank you for accepting. I know, my platform get a lot of slack. That's because we don't hold back.
Let me tell the world something. You definitely not what people were saying. Like, you raw. I really respect you raw, uncut, and
I'm
you
so
really
happy to see a black woman
I hope
succeeding.
You nothing but the best. Like,
That's
I see you going your whole studio. I hope you get a building soon. Honestly, your own building off of this. You're doing your thing.
Thank you. I'm just glad that we finally made it happen. We're just all about the truth. Our platform stands on the truth. We're not finna, just because you're a celebrity or you have power,
right?
They can talk too.
Exactly.
And so we actually summon and welcome Jay-Z's side and Sean Carter's side. Like, we're not just all of a sudden, because there are two perspectives. Maybe he has a perspective that he hasn't shared with you guys or shared with the world, and so the platform is definitely open, and we will attempt to reach out to see if they want to comment. We probably will know what that answer is, but it's a fair platform, and we get into the shit. Yeah. Like, let's talk about it, because these are things that are going to continue to plague our communities, plague our kids. You know what I'm saying? If we do not nip the shit in the bud. And
exactly.
So, thank you for being courageous enough to even, come up here and do it. Yeah. And Dr. Lily for sticking beside him and even taking losses. Like the fact that Sean Carter is a fucking creditor and took money from you.
Yep. Because I'm trying to find and help the identity of him. And then I was owed money because I was defrauded. I asked for my money back because the law says I can get my money back when somebody lies, and the lie occurred.
That is crazy to me.
So now I got to pay you for lies?
Oh my God.
This will never end until it's right.
Right.
Because I will never let anybody do something like that to me or anybody.
That is crazy.
It's just, that is crazy.
Very crazy.
So I'm paying for lies?
Thank you. Anything else you want to say before we sign off?
No, I just want to say thank you for allowing us to be on your platform. I want everybody who's watching this to support us for us. We really appreciate all the people that have been behind us for all these years. Like, we ain't do nothing but trying to find the truth. It was never, we not trying to bash. If it come with it, it come with it. But we was never trying to bash nobody. I'm not chasing anyone. This is just something my mom started, and I'm going to fully support her, death and after. So, you know, I would do the same thing with my dad. If he was, people should be behind their parents no matter what. So,
right.
Thank y'all for supporting me. Thank you.
And thank God for Tasha K.
Yeah,
I want to thank you for letting us be here.
No,
I'm very proud of you.
We're
going to keep praying for you and believing that you're going to go to higher heights and deeper depths.
So
thank you so much for that.
As far as they let me go, I'm going to go. But I'm going to make sure I'm grounded.
That's right.
So listen.
When you get up there, you'll just still be floating. You still be your beautiful self. You know, raise your children, love your husband, be the woman that you need to be for the community. Because people are always watching.
Thank you, Dr.
It's a big deal.
Thank you.
So thank you so much for having us.
Anytime. Now look at that camera and say, now you gotta go.
Listen, we love you all.
Thank y'all for having us.
Bye. And winos, I'll see y'all tonight around 6:30. We're gonna go live on YouTube. We got some Diddy, Young Miami, Pastor Jamal Bryant wine. We're gonna be spilling, okay?
It's hot tonight.
So,
Y'all tune in for that, y'all. Tune in,
y'all.
So we'll see y'all on YouTube.
Bye, everybody.
Okay. You want to take this bottle with you? I know you got a plan.
I do. We can drink that.
Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead, finish that on up. Thank you. We're going to take a picture outside. Yes. Hold on. Look at them asking for toy tickets. Can we get Detroit? Can we get this? They coming, y'all.
Yeah,
They're coming. All righty.